You know, I forgot to ask you one question. You know, just reading all this negative feedback. I mean, I don't know whether it's been fully negative, but just reading these articles, does it ever like get you down at all, or do you just block it off? Do you just say, forget it?
Oh, sometimes it got me down after the fight. Like when I woke up on Sunday, well, so I've been out drinking, you see.
Yeah.
So my phone was on, I hadn't read everything. So when I woke up, being hungover, and then I read it, it got me really pissed off.
So it actually gets to you?
Oh yeah, I'm only human. You know, so 99% of the time it doesn't, but every little, sometimes it does. Because some of them get pretty personal, you know. I've got death threats.
No way.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, that's the double-edged sword of what I do. I put myself out there, so I've got to expect that stuff too. But when they get quite a bit personal, you know, it's not warranted. But that's the way it is.
Like, where do you get the info? Do you go on like YouTube? Do you go on the news? Do you go on like?
What do you mean? Where do I get the info?
Because as soon as you type ButtaBean, right, on Google News, there's just articles like.
Really?
But where do you read these comments? Like,
on Facebook.
Facebook.
On my Facebook page.
They paste on your Facebook.
Yeah, they post it on my Facebook. Or people tag me because I don't really filter. Like, so I've got a personal page, and I don't filter it well enough with who I'm accepting. A good friend of mine who's got a massive following on Facebook, his name's DJ Reminisce, and he's the one who told me to start up my own personal page and only accept people you know, but I didn't, so I'm going through that now and getting rid of people I don't know, because people will befriend me and then just like to see my stuff, and then they'll just start like spamming my page with hate, or tagging me on hate stuff, you know, on other people's posts, you know, so on my personal page I don't need to see that. You know what I mean? And that's my page that my family and all that are on. So.
Oh, I see. That's not like a fan page. No. It's your page.
So I've got a fan page.
Yeah. The brown butter. Yeah.
The brown ButtaBean. And I've got my normal page, David Telly, and that's why with my family and all that, you know, we keep in touch and all that sort of stuff. So. Okay, you read something negative, right? Mm. Do you let it fester in your mind? Do you let it, or do you just try and delete it? Or I try and block it out. I'll leave all the comments there because it's on the ButtaBean page. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I want people. At least they're talking about me.
It's entertainment, right?
Yeah, On my personal page, I delete it and block them. Yeah, I used to try and engage. I probably engage too much with them.
Yeah, they say that's a big no-no, right?
Because say don't engage in it, but you know, then I say it's not you guys that are copying it. You know? I only engage if sometimes they just get overboard with some of the comments. You know, a guy would mess with me a couple of days ago saying, he's calling me every name under the sun. You know, he said that I got a private message saying, you're scared of me, motherfucker. You know. I didn't even know him. So I said to him, come down, I spar at Super City, come down on Wednesday at 6:30, and no reply.
Do you look back? Like, when you walk around?
All keyboard warriors, they got no guts in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's easy to sit on your couch and criticise someone. You know what I mean? It's no different to rugby league or whatever. It's easy to sit on the couch and criticise someone.
I guess people don't think you actually read it. You know what I mean? Like they would think it's managed by this sort of. Duco Events is managing the page, and you're just away from it. But you're actually involved in the whole.
Well, that page is my page.
Yeah.
I created that. Yeah, it gets pretty full on, man. There's some. It's crazy. Some of them they take so much time to send. I'll show you one. I won't show you who it is, but I'll show you how long the message is.
If you could just read a couple, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I might read it and start getting mad.
Because you know, if you cut, you eventually start to bleed, right? I mean,
yeah.
You know.
I'll show you. Lately, I haven't been reading. I'll post something and I don't read anything, good or bad. I just don't go into the post again.
Yeah, because just especially like before a fight. I mean, because.
So I'll just open it up. Like I do get a lot of support ones too.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So that can.
But the hate is the one that rings the loudest, you know. And just
I don't know if you can, like, just have a. I won't show that.
Look at the length of that. That's a paragraph.
Yeah.
That's a legit paragraph.
Jesus. I'll find another one that I'll read. they're usually just ones like you're a joke. You know what I mean? Just gotta go back to where the fight happened. You know, I'm keen for a scrap. You know what I mean? I'll fight you in the street.
I mean, you're just doing your thing, you know. You just.
You know, this one here, just a random message from someone I don't even know.
Tongan should have won, not you. Sorry to say. It was close, but oh, you respond to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one.
You're dumb. Some of them are pretty intelligent, huh? Yeah.
You know, so I replied with a normal comment. It wasn't rude.
You know, they should be honored you replied. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know, your face, it doesn't look bruised up. It doesn't look swollen or no cuts, no nothing.
Nah.
That's pretty incredible, right? I mean,
I told you, man. I've had that punches don't really mean anything.
but at least a little swollen, a little, you know, a little mouse under the eye. You know?
I'm used to getting hit with more than a punch. That was good. On to the next one. More money for more burger field.
Does Duco events take care of you? Like, do they?
Yeah, man, they look after me. Look, I've got no complaints there.
Like, the whole.
Well, I don't get paid a salary or anything, but you know, I'm lucky. I've got a good team around me. Dave Higgins, the boss of Duco, one of the bosses of Duco, and Dean Lonigan as well. You know, done a lot for me. Dave especially. I grew up with Dave, so he's done more than. I credit Dave for saving my life. I've told him many stories. If it wasn't for him, especially this year, I would have been dead or in jail 100%.
How did he get in touch with you? Like were you friends?
Friends. I grew up with him in school. We've been mates.
You went to school together?
Me, him and his brother, another one of our friends, Anthony, and another guy, Hitesh, about 5 of us. We all grew up, we've known about 25 years.
But were you quite athletic back? Like, were you in the rugby and?
I played league. I made schoolboy Kiwis. I played Auckland. I got signed to North Sydney Bears. I played in France. I was with Manly. But I've always had really bad luck with injuries.
Yeah.
You know, I've had 9 knee operations.
Oh goodness.
I swore a torn bicep, a torn tricep, tore from league. Never got it fixed. So yeah, I was reasonably athletic. I made I played bar kart here. I played rugby in Singapore. But it was only really last year I let myself go with the weight. It happened so quick.
Why was that?
I just got depressed, man. First of all, started by me working heaps to build up the businesses, and then when I lost it, I just lost the plot. You know, and compensated it with food, no exercise, and then when I started getting into the underworld stuff, I lost the businesses. So your operating hours, you sleep all day and then you're up at night, exercising.
Why do you say the underworld? I thought you had a supermarket.
I had supermarket, but I lost everything.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I can't say what I was doing dodgy stuff.
And then that's just like a downward spiral, right? So how did you get in touch with Dave again? Was it just...
We still kept in touch, man.
Like Facebook? No, or...
No, we talked every other day when I was in Australia.
Yeah.
We've always been really close between me and him and his brother. So he had a feeling that something was going wrong with my businesses. And the day that I gave them up, he was, I rang him, was the first person I rang. I said, man, what do? The supermarket was supposed to do, hundreds of thousands a week, and it was doing 50, and just give it away. You can't do it. You can't do it. You're not going to be the first guy that's to go through that, and when you're in business like that, it's the same thing with him. You're only one bad decision away sometimes from losing it all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're walking past homeless, you're only a few bad decisions away from being homeless yourself. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah. That's true. One decision can change everything.
Decisions about something financial. If you lose your job, say if your business the business goes under that you're working for, and you lose your job, you know what I mean, and you've got all these bills to pay, and you can't. What's the benefit? You can't live on that. I don't know how people do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because you're used to a lifestyle, right? I mean, there's a certain life.
The more money you make, the more your lifestyle increases. You know what I mean? Like that.
Thanks for the shout, man. This is not obviously your daily diet, right? I mean, you don't eat this regularly. It's a one-off celebration. Yeah.
Like when you're working hard and you eat well most of the time, you can I'll probably have 1 or 2 cheat meals a week.
You mean you're allowed to? I mean, it's completely fine.
Yeah, man. Okay. You've got to keep yourself sane. If you're trying to, I think if you're trying to be too strict, you're not gonna maintain the weight loss.
Because what I do is I have a streak of really great week, right? Eating healthy, the sleep as well, and then something happens, right?
Yeah.
And then you just turn to food, right? That's the first way of trying to make yourself happy.
Exactly.
And then you give up. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know all about that.
But you've overcame it. You know what I mean? You've seen results.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate motivation. So you know what you did was right. I mean, you know.
Well, that's why I want to get into personal training and only focus on the people that are really big, because I know what it's like.
Yeah.
And I know the things you can and can't do. And you know, you can eat everything in moderation. You know, once you get there, once you're at a point where you can maintain it, you can have a couple of cheat meals a week as long as you're still doing your exercise. So I weigh myself every week. If I put on a little bit, then I'll cut back. I'll cut back a bit, you know, or do more exercise.
Just one more thing, you know, about your mentality, right? When you wake up, do you think of this guy you're fighting, like, or do you try and not think about him, like, because you know, for an exam, right? I'm constantly thinking of the exam.
It's hard balance, like for the horse fight. That's all I thought about, and I
eat, sleep.
Yeah. And like you know, I was so wild in that fight. But that was also because I knew I'd lost 40 kilos, but I was still in no shape compared to him. So I had to go wild. And then in the John fight, I knew that I was more prepared than him.
Oh.
Just when I saw him.
Yeah.
You know, so, and the bear fight, I was probably too relaxed. You know what I mean? I was trying to be too relaxed. So I've got to find that right balance of being angry but not exploding. You know what I mean? People want to see a show with me. I'm not going to. I'm learning how to box.
That's a double-edged sword, right?
I'm not going to try and go in there and box people. I don't need to. That's not what I'm there for now. So I know now where my role is. You know, talking with Duco and the way I'm going to make money is putting on shows, and they want it to go big. You know.
They don't tell you that, do they? Do they say like, all right?
That's the way we had the discussion.
The boxing needs to.
Not that it needs to stop. It's good to do it for you, but when you just got to throw more punches, you know, and learning boxing is because I can throw good punches instead of wild ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Yeah, and just being fit enough to keep throwing them all the time. Because I was fine, I could have kept going way more rounds.
Yeah, I think so.
So I should have just kept throwing punches and being entertaining.
Do you watch boxers? Do you watch, like, is there a favorite one of yours, like someone?
Yeah, probably my favorite at the moment, a couple of them. Well, my favorite fighter is Mark Hunt.
A UFC fighter, all right. Okay, yeah.
You know, and I got the pleasure of training with him.
Oh, no way.
Awesome. You know, he's a big, he really inspires me. And Joseph, of course. And another guy that no one really knows that fights is DJ Remus.
He's a fighter as well.
He's one of Mark Hunt's main sparring partners, so I got to spar with him. And that's why I can take some punches, because at his 50% is just harder than anyone I've ever felt. He's a big guy, he knows how to use his weight, and he hangs them there with Mark Hunt. So.
Do you watch the pay-per-view fights, like the Pacquiao, the Mayweathers? Yeah.
Dave always books them. So
you mean you go to Dave's?
Yeah, man. Let's go to Dave's and watch him.
Oh, okay. So this is a proper friendship. It's not.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said.
I keep thinking it's commercialized in a.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're best mates.
This is a. Yeah.
I spend most of my free time if I go out or go to dinners, or it's always with Dave or his brother Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew's done a lot for me as well. You know, there's been times where I wouldn't have been eating, and I'll go around to their houses and eat because I've just got no food. They always look after them. We look after each other. I've looked after them in the past as well.
Alright, ButtaBean. I don't want to stop. Yeah. Sorry. I appreciate it, man. Yeah.